welcome back to my channel. Obviously you're wondering why am I dressed like so. The reason why is because I had an interview. Yeah, I'll let you know how that goes when it's all finished, because you know these like 3-4 round interviews that's super long. You could do really well the first one, then crap in the next one, and so let's hope I do well in all four. Anyway, I thought I'll give you lot a little lesson in how I do, well, how I do my wig. And while I'm giving this lesson, I'll probably let you know why I left B&M. So, the reason why, so I'm going to talk while I'm doing my hair, so if you're just wondering, you know, how to do it, just follow along. So first off, just combing it out because, you know, it's super curly and all that jazz. So anyway, when I started B&M, I really liked it. Like, I really, really liked it. It's had this sort of, by the way, when I talk, I'm talking about like the B&M, the B&M that I was working at. So each B&M is a bit like Tesco. So each B&M is a lot different to others, you know, and so how one B&M may run things is like totally different to how someone else runs how they do. By the way, there's a synthetic wig. My mum actually bought this for me for Christmas, bless her. Like, when I said I wanted a wig, she bought this one, and it, as you can tell, is very much like a wig. And bless her, it's because my mum, she's never really needed to use like, I mean, not saying needed, I mean like, she's never had any reason to use a wig or whatever. Like, her hair is basically the length of this, you know, it's super long, super thick, super healthy, and you know, but I appreciate it and I still use it, and I'm going to show you how I use it. So anyway, back to the story. I just found basically like after a while of working there, you start to see the happy mask slip off. By the way, always make sure you're coming forward. My wig cap is too small for me, I think. I think I need to get a new one. Anyway, so, and you sort of see how other people is getting treated. Like, for example, the whole employee of the month thing. Like, I was working there for 5 years, didn't get employee of the month once. And it's like, if you're friends with the manager, if you know the manager before you started, or if you go for a drink with the manager and different things like that, and you're in a clique, in a circle, then you'll get rewarded. But for those who's working their asses off, but because they're not in the same clique or whatever, they don't get acknowledged. Um, there's a lot of now this subject is touchy because the thing is, there's a lot of people that I did care about in that's working in B&M. Like, I made so many good connections, made so many, you know, met so many wonderful people, and this isn't really about my colleagues. This next part I'm gonna mention. So if you're one of my colleagues, I mean, one of yeah, if you're one of my colleagues, or well, one of my colleagues, should I say, that don't work there anymore. If you're one of my colleagues and you're watching this, please don't be offended, because it's not really talking about you lot. It's really talking about the hierarchy in B&M. So anyway, onwards and upwards. By the way, because there's a synthetic wig, it sheds so much. Like, honestly. Yeah, there's severe racism going on, and yeah, you might be thinking, oh, pulling the race card, and the racism isn't from the colleagues. It's not from the colleagues at all. It's not from us workers. It's not. It's mainly from managers and above, and it's not. Oh, it's like systemic racism where you know, it's not, no one's going around and saying, oh, you know, I'm not going to give you this because you're black, or I'm not going to, it's like you see a lot of how the white workers gets treated compared to the black workers. Like for example, me, I was just like on the same level for the same, for how long, however long, and never got employee of the month, and I'd be working my ass off because, you know, that's one thing that I did want to get. And you know, we had a manager who everyone hated him, nobody could stand him, but you know, he had days when he was like a Jekyll and Hyde. He had days where you can laugh and joke with him and everything's fine, but then the next day it's like he's just angry for no reason, and you know, that pisses me off. Like I can't take that. I cannot take people like that. But when he left, which he was my manager for a few years, but then when he left, I started to see that actually, as bad as he was, he knew how to run a business. Like, he'll make sure that like in the Christmas aisle, like all the lights is off down that aisle, and then like it'll have tons of Christmas lights, and it was just really Christmassy. Like our Christmas stock would come. Our Christmas stock would come. When was it? Like quite early, so around like nowish times, or like even we even had like what do you call it? Yeah, we even had gift sets before I left. I left in June, and we had gift sets out. But my manager, last manager, well, not last manager, but the manager before, he would be like, no, we're not putting anything out until September. You know, we're not going to put anything out for now. And he'll do it seasonal, and he'll make sure that, you know, when it's Halloween, then the Halloween stuff will come out. When after Halloween, then the Christmas stuff will come out. You know, he knew what he was doing. He won't put out the January sale stuff until it was January. Like how he done things made sense. So as bad as he was, I do respect the fact that he was a good manager. But was he a good person? I can't say if he was a good person or not, because I only knew him in a professional setting. But one thing that I could say is, it's like, just not just him, but managers that we've had after, and we've had a lot of managers after. Yeah, it's like he's just, you know, they'll have you chasing an opportunity for however long, and then they'll give it to someone who's walked in, you know, within 2 days. Like, I remember once, yeah, when was it? There's this girl who started, she was Christmas stuff. Yeah, and this when my first manager was there. We're gonna call him, what should we call him? I don't know. Let me not just do names, just in case there is actually someone that's called whoever, because I don't know who's there now, because apparently there's new people there. But anyway, it's like, look at that. Anyway, it's like, you have to have, if you're the same colour as me, you have to have angels flying out of your ass to get any kind of opportunity, any kind of promotion. And I know that's the same with a lot of workplaces, that's the same with, it's not just retail, but at the same time it's like, there's this, I don't know, it's a hair in my eye, but yeah, there's this just, it's just so obvious. You know, there was one time when I was actually promised to be employee of the month, and then after all that, I just thought, oh no, you're gonna be manager's choice. You know, like you be manager's choice. You're not gonna be employee of the month. And it was like, wow. Whereas there's this girl who was Christmas staff, working there 2 days, bam, she got it. And if you're a good worker, they'll keep you on. I mean, they like to fire people, so I mean, it's not like they fire people a lot, but you know, they know how to fire people in it. So it's like if you was a bad worker, they would have let you go, giving you warnings and all that. Like, but if you're a good worker, they ain't gonna do that, which is good. But on one hand, but at the same time, it's like they're happy for you to keep working for them, happy for you to keep, happy for you to keep slaving away and trying to earn your place. Where Whereas there's people who's white and they just get to walk in and just get all the promotions, get everything. Like I was even, for the longest time I was on tills, and with our company you have to be authorised to do certain things. So even if you're on tills, you have to be authorised to do refunds, or even as far as, say if like, I don't know, say if, I think everyone's done this, like you're you're going to the shop and you only plan to buy a few things and you go seriously over, and you go to the cash point and you go to the checkout and you're thinking, actually, do I really need this or do I really need that? And so when you want to change your mind, when the customer wants to change their mind, if you're not authorised, you have to wait for someone who is authorised to come and do it for you. And it's a bit like, that was the way it was for me for quite a while until I got sick of it, and I was like, this is just making me look stupid. Like it felt like I can't do refunds, I have to call people and then they take 10,000 years to come. Customers is looking at me like I don't know what I'm doing when I know how to do refunds and different things because I was trained on that. Yet still, it's like they go out of their way to make certain people look stupid. Also, working for B&M. Well, the particular shop that I was at, it was one of the smallest, so I can't really say that there's the same for all the B&Ms. I can't really say it's the same, but like, there's no black dolls. No black dolls. I'll have white parents coming up to me with mixed race children, like a white mum or a white dad, mixed race child coming up to me saying, oh, you know, where's the black dolls? I'll have black parents coming up to me saying, where's the black dolls? And it was super embarrassing to say, yeah, we don't actually sell any. And we've only got white dolls, I'm afraid. You know, we don't sell any black dolls, we don't sell any mixed race dolls, we don't sell any Chinese dolls, we don't sell any Indian dolls, we don't sell any black dolls, it's just white dolls. And you don't even sell any, like, you can even get those dolls where, like European dolls where the doll is like tanned and she's got like thick brown hair and brown eyes and thick eyebrows. Don't even sell those dolls, just white dolls. And it was really embarrassing, and it just I don't know, you got the sense that you're working for this company who has no respect for you, and you know, you feel a bit like an idiot working there. Like, you're seeing all these other people who looks totally different to you getting all these opportunities when you've been there for longer, and you've seen you know, managers rise, you've seen managers fall, you've gone through how many different managers and you're still there, and each time, you know, you're seeing people that supplying is getting younger and younger, you're getting older and older, and you're thinking, you know, like you're just thinking, wow, see, these clip things are really annoying. But yeah, you're just thinking, what am I doing with my life? Like, honestly, what am I doing with my life? And so that's basically why I left B&M, because I thought, you know what? Number one, I don't want to work in retail for the rest of my life. Like, I don't. I'm seeing the way that some of my colleagues is getting treated. And then, by the way, this isn't to say that white people, all the white people there had a great time. That's not the case at all. It's just, I'm just saying my experience being a black woman working in retail where, and, you're just thinking to yourself, what the hell am I doing here? Like, what the hell am I doing here? There's no way dogging black people in retail, by the way. So if you're black and you enjoy your job, don't take this as, like I'm insulting you for being there or whatever. Like, if you enjoy it, that's good. It's good that you enjoy it, but me personally, I didn't. Sometimes you just have to know your worth. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes you need to have some self-respect to know when to walk away from a situation, like, an old friend told me that. But yeah, sometimes you need to, and so that's basically why I left B&M. Working somewhere where you never get promoted, you're just watching these young 19-year-olds coming in the next minute, they're your supervisor. You've got new managers coming in, trying to tell you how to do your job when you already know how to do your job. And yeah, retail was not for me. Anyway, as I said in many of my videos, it's just not for me. And I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's just not for me whatsoever. So I'm looking I know I'm meant to be looking over here, but I'm just looking in the mirror at the back. So if you're wondering what am I looking at, because I've got a mirror by the way, they shed so much, honestly. Like, so much, like, and I keep combing it, but it needs to be combed. So yeah, that's basically why I left retail and why I don't work for the company B&M no more. And so when I left, I just put my self-respect first. I thought, you know what, whatever.